We received a lot of questions from our clients on marketing, and we decided to shoot these videos to answer their questions. First, I'd like to ask you, what do you think are the biggest marketing issues that businesses are going through right now?
I think it's just trying to figure out what kind of strategy will work for the business. Is it digital marketing strategy? Is it traditional marketing? How much should we invest in marketing? How do we know if it's working for us? Will what worked for my friend work for my business? So it's just trying to figure out what will work for your own is what I think people are struggling with.
And how do they identify what works for them?
Research. There's a lot of research, but if you don't have time for research, there are a lot of consultants who are available to help you with that. Just understanding, first of all, where your target market is, who they are, what do they consume in terms of media, what do they believe in, what their ecosystem looks like. So in terms of just understanding the customer, it will guide you on what kind of marketing strategy will be suitable for your business.
Okay. And when you're building this strategy, where do you start?
By first of all, I like to start with the product. First of all, to ideate in terms of the product. Is it good for the market? Is it good for not good for the market? Product development is key, especially for large organizations. They really invest in product development because before you even start selling an item, you need to figure out, is it fit for market? Will it sell? Is it what the market needs? Once you have done your product development, then identify your target audience. Once you know who you're speaking to, then it's easy to now decide, am I going to talk to them on social media? Am I going to put up a billboard? Will I put up a radio advert, etc.?
Great. How do you identify your target audience?
By figuring out who your buyer persona is. What do I mean? I mean, so for example, I want to sell shoes and I want to sell sneakers. The type of sneaker I'm selling is, for example, specifically for ladies. It has a small heel, so it's a sneaker with a heel. So it's a fantastic idea. I'm thinking, oh, this is not in the market. Then I need to figure out who in the market would be interested in a product like this. Is it a young person? Is it an older person? So I'll figure out possibly it's someone who's fashionable and wants to be unique, wants to look different. So this person possibly is a lady. She is in her either 18 to 23, 25. Then I need to figure out the income bracket. So because depending on the price of my shoe. So those are the key considerations that I'm putting in place to determine who my target audience is.
Okay, and say I have a business and I have a limited budget. What should I prioritize in marketing?
Research. I think research will save you a lot of money because if you're transacting through your marketing strategy, you will waste a lot of money. So if you have the money for research, I think you spend a lot of money on that. Why? Because if you have a focus group, then you have already people who are telling you they will be willing to buy your product or your service. If you know that this is what the customer needs at this point in time, you're not going with just an idea in your head. So if you can spend more money on research and product development, then you're likely to make more money.
Okay. And where do you find the middle ground between digital marketing and the traditional marketing channels?
The middle ground is how big your budget is. So you determine how much can I spend on social media and what is the return on investment that I'm getting from social media. The good thing with social media is it allows you to track your spending, but there's still a place for traditional marketing. I still see billboards working, TV adverts working, radio adverts working, because there are places, say for example, you have a dental clinic in Busia, like one of our clients. Their social media won't be as effective as traditional marketing, as opposed to someone who's in Nairobi who's selling shoes. So depending also on a lot of factors, then you will determine where do you spend more money.
Okay. What are the common pitfalls that businesses face when they're executing a marketing strategy?
Going at it without any knowledge. So if you go and create a marketing strategy and you've not done your research, you just figure, oh, My friend or the shop next to me is doing TikTok. If I do TikTok, I will go, I will go viral. But you've not figured out the strategies. You don't think about the hooks, the call to actions. You're not spending any money on advertising. You don't know what they're doing. You're just going at it because you have no clue, and you're thinking, okay, let me just go on TikTok and I will sell. I think that's a major pitfall. Just going at things without planning, without doing any research, and without even actually creating a budget that you're going to spend.
How do you stay consistent in your marketing efforts?
Wow, that's a big one. I think consistency depends on discipline as a business. If you come up with a marketing strategy and you have a clear follow-through plan, then you should be able to be consistent. So if the person who is in charge of marketing has a clear plan and has a clear execution plan, then it's up to them to ensure that they're following through with the plan and then they're consistent. If you are a single man business and you're doing your marketing yourself, then you have to be way more disciplined than if you had an employee, for example, who had to do that job. But then even if you do have an employee, you have to manage their performance so that you make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do at the time they're supposed to be doing it.
How do you adapt your marketing strategy if it's not working?
One, you have to get a lot of feedback, either from the market. You have to do a continuous market analysis, and you have to get your customer feedback. If you don't know where your customers are coming from, then you have no clue. You're just throwing money into the dark. So if you know where your money is coming through, then you know this channel is working more than this channel. So if you're continuously collecting data, then you have an idea of when to change and where to change towards. Yeah.
Thank you so much for the answers. I hope everyone got an insight and had their questions answered. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.